Thank you. Frame 9. Mark Williams to break.
Not that many matches get won from 3 down with 4 to play. One that does spring to mind is Karen Wilson coming back from a 5-2 deficit to beat Judd Trump 6-5 in the semi-final of the Masters. But it's a good lead, and the player in front usually manages to hang on. Will this be an exception?
You're going back to that last frame. Remember that red that Sean had to right middle? He refused it. Not like him.
Foul and miss. Mark Williams 4.
Well, one thing at this standard, you have to seize victory. It's very rare that an opponent makes so many mistakes he effectively gives it to you.
Yeah, you have to go out and grasp it, don't you? A bit like putting in golf. The hole won't come to the ball.
Well, might have nudged that a little bit more firmly than he wanted to. And once that had happened, I didn't expect Williams to miss it.
Yeah, just having a laugh there. That was good. Mark Williams trying to just nudge that in. I just wonder what would have happened if the red had dropped in. I actually think that, you know, there was nothing untoward there, but as I say, if the red had dropped in, I think the referee would have replaced it.
Yes, if after the shot has been completed it drops through vibration, the ball is replaced. It was a very tough shot to dig the cue ball out of that corner, especially with the spider.
Brown ball. Sean Murphy 1.
Cue ball so close to the baulk cushion there. Mark doesn't want to play off the left edge of the cluster. Pushing reds open, that's a high tower of safety, so he's done quite a few times tonight, just settle on the containing shot. Now, there might be value in taking something on. Yeah. Left one of the two.
Could attempt that with no risk of leaving another red.
I think Sean might be tempted to take this red on. You can either play it, spin it round 3 cushions for the black, which I think he probably will, because if he gets close to the pot, should he miss it, red should stay up there. No, decided to go deep on it. Has he done any damage? Definitely made the pot more difficult. He's just about gotten away with it.
0 out of 3 for long potting between them in this frame. Attempted the pot and would have had black ball position.
Yes, and these top players don't really like these frames. Cue ball in the black cushion, pushing reds into open play. But he doesn't have an awful lot choice in this. Mark taking the red on. The red he could probably leave, the one he's playing it to right middle.
Nothing left.
Yeah, it's one of those tables, isn't it, where it's almost impossible to play a tell-in safety shot. If I was Sean here, the red in the bulk cushion, I'd be shoving that back down this end, because the 2 reds that are in the bulk side of the table towards the right side cushion, Mark would then play one of them. The theory is that the other one would then be left for Sean to play off by just looking ahead a few shots. I'm saying that, I don't think Mark Williams would fall into that. In fact, I know he wouldn't, but it would certainly get the frame a more conventional look about it.
A good shot in that he's got the cue ball tight to the black cushion.
Yeah.
I think Williams may have checked that the brown was in fact the brown. Maybe he suffers from a touch of colour blindness. A few players, Peter Ebden notably, have suffered in that way, and he was just making sure.
Yeah, the look. He's Mark's looking for a re-rack. Don't blame him. He didn't get any change out of Sean Murphy there, he just ignored it.
This one is touching.
Mark definitely looked at Sean, and that look in his face as if to say, shall we? He's had enough of it, he's taken another one on.
It was the only one he could leave, but it goes past the blue, so he has left it.
One.
Yeah, good shot, good choice of shot that.
6.
By playing it, he was expecting the cue ball to hold around the pink spot somewhere. Good value in playing it that way, so this is now a decent chance beckoning.
Seven.
And like all the top players, exceptional at closing out matches. Sean.
Twelve.
Just wants to grab this properly and get top side of the brown. Yeah, cued it well.
13.
And now he's in business.
Seventeen.
Oh, that was a good piece of cue. It was almost
18.
too good. He's landed just straight in the blue. Chings, what a piece of cueing that was to hold it. I was thinking bulk colour more than blue, in all honesty. So he's not out of the woods yet.
Can only take the cue ball straight forward or straight back. I think there's very little he can do with regard to favouring one side of the pocket or the other.
Yeah, and he won't be playing the yellow with his hand on the table. He probably would if he didn't have a neck problem. But that would be too big a stretch, or rather too painful a stretch. Will he consider using the knuckle playing this, the top jaw? He did.
Foul. Sean Murphy 18. Mark Williams 5.
Well, desperately tried to retain position on his next red by using the top jaw of the middle pocket. But it was just too straight.
One.
Cool opening red from Williams, rolling it along the baulk cushion.
Yeah, wiped its feet, but he's just this side of the baulk line, so he'll be taking the yellow on. The red on the right side cushion's in his way. He wants to go 2 cushions and probably disturb something. Yeah, just missed the red. Full ball kiss on this red and he's perfect.
3.
Okay, not perfect, but as good as he could have expected.
Foul.
Attempted to screw clear of the
Mark
black,
Williams 3.
but just
Sean
flicked
Murphy
it,
4.
hence the in off. Hasn't left an opening red for Murphy though. Well, any return to the baulk cushion has got to be perfect in view of the fact that there's a red in the middle of the table. Played that well, almost perfectly.
Safety wise, there's not an awful lot doing for Sean here. He may tempted to play the red to right middle. If it's the only red he can leave, he'll probably play it. But can he figure out a way of playing it? It's just off straight the wrong way. That is actually a very clever shot indeed. To put that red over the corner and cover it is one of the best shots Sean Murphy's played tonight.
Well played and well thought out.
Yeah, and no wonder Mark's leaning on the table thinking, by jings, what a shot that was. Very good stuff this from Sean. I think he's played a considered match tonight, all in. You see it, there was no attempt at the pot, it was just weld the cue ball to the right side cushion. He could virtually impossible to leave that red. mentioned earlier that I thought Sean had the upper hand in the safety tonight, which would not have been the prediction before it, but it's definitely been the case. And the chess games continue.
The plant of the two reds left of the pink isn't quite on unless very thin contact is made on the first red. He doesn't want to risk it.
He wouldn't maybe mind so much playing it if he felt he could get on a colour, but I don't think he can. At least if there was some reward at the end of it, he might feel better about playing it. I think he's just going to skinny off them. Or is he playing it? Oh, what a shot. Unfortunate.
Two.
Well, it took a long time to work himself up to play that. Two reds were potted, but crucially he lost position.
There's only really one shot on here, is thin off the yellow. Almost play the pot in the green pocket and hope to get the cue ball somewhere around where it is at the moment. Can't see anything else on.
Blue ball.
He's not playing the cut in the middle, is he? He's coming round to look at it. Sets himself. Decision's made, he's going for it.
Well, he was nearer to
Mark Williams
fluking it than potting it. Very, very tough shot, and would only have played it if he could see no viable alternative whatsoever.
One. Four. Five. Ten.
That's not perfect, not by a long stretch. Playing this with the rest. I know how good he is with it. Well, what does he do? It's either dead weight or deep screw. He prefers playing deep screw shots with the rest, does Sean. Oh, that is a stunner. Where's the cue ball? Just all right.
11.
$20 in front. Two open reds. The other much more awkwardly situated.
the scoreboard check. 23.
16.
Needs another 13 off these two reds, which equates to a pink and a blue.
$17.
Well, there's his pink. And his blue surely coming up.
23. $24.
So, miscalculation a second ago, but this blue should be enough to see Sean Murphy into tomorrow's final.
29.
38 the difference, only 35 on, but not taking anything for granted yet. It's only one snooker.
Yeah, he's trying to probably pot this red in the right hand black pocket and get the snooker. That'll do nicely.
Sean Murphy, 29.
Williams has got to hit this.
Foul.
Instead he miscues.
Sean Murphy, 4.
So that is it. A very fine match. Murphy played magnificently in taking a 3-0 lead. Breaks at 133, 70 clearance at 117. Williams fought hard. He won 3 of the next 5 frames, but could never win 2 in a row. So it is that Sean Murphy goes through to the final, the winner by 6 frames to 3.